Welcome everyone to end of June video. Well, it has been an interesting month with the start of migration and projected gun slash sales and all this sort of stuff. We didn't know that there was going to be this buyback scheme from Mindark, which has pushed some of the oil prices up. But we've had a pretty good month. I'll start with the mining because this is an interesting point for me. See, I always assumed because of some tests that other people had done on mining that they were only ever hopeful of getting 90 or 91% return. But as you can see, we've done 657,000 PED and we're nearly at 94%, which is getting close to what we want it to be and higher than I expected it to be. So 94%, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That wasn't 94%, but I recently put in some stuff to start a run. So, but yeah, very, very interesting. Let's just watch this over time and see if this does it creep up to 97%. That would be interesting if it does. But in our summary page also, we're also, after 1.89 million PED cycled in the last 18 months, we're now seeing a slow climb away from the 90% mark and more closer to the 92% mark. This is significant because it takes a lot of PED for that value to go up, especially when you're talking about millions of PED. So this is interesting too. And as you can see, there's lots of room to move in the conductors department and a couple of these others that are down in the 80% markage. You know, they could go up over 90. They should be over 90. These 100 and something percenters have all got low turnover, so that explains their percentages. That, you know, I had a good conductors 3 HOF yesterday, so I pushed that up to 120%, but that's only had 10,000 PED cycled through it. So things like that. So let's get to our sales, shall we? Okay, we had a good month. Our goal was 3,000 PED. I actually MU profited 6,000 PED. The game wasn't too brutal. As normal though, crafting was bashed. Apart from that HOF I got yesterday, crafting's always a bashing. So we always got to keep in mind that craft is a big rubber band. Lots got to go in before any comes out. So it's always been that way. So what happened is the migration started. People thought gun sales were going to go through the roof. Actually, the opposite happened. Minduct decided to release a crap load of ELM weapons via missions, and they're dropping quite a lot of weapons in the mobs, so people are selling and using weapons out of the mobs. I don't know whether they've done this because they thought we couldn't keep up with the gun supply. Whatever the reason was, it's happened. Gun sales have pretty much not gone down, but stayed the same as they were even in the slow months. It's about average. So if you look through my list here, you don't see a lot of LR45 sales. You don't see a lot of gun sales. There's still a few, don't get me wrong. But as you can see, most of my sales are mining components and gun amps and components. So that's why we do all those three, because when this sort of things happen, we can't rely on one sale. We've got to have backup of other sales. But look, we cycled 54,000 PED through the auction house alone this month, and that's a significant amount of PED. I've already started the next month, so you know that's all the sales from this month. Next month's already got quite a legitimate list for only a few days. I did loot an empty skill in plan off Longtooth, which kicked the tin quite considerably. So this month's looking pretty good. So what we're hoping to do here is we are hoping to get in a position when we're not bouncing off the bottom of our investment payouts and PED card all the time. And this seems to have went well this month, but we're not going to see a pattern emerge maybe for another 3 to 6 months. So this, like I said before in other videos, this has to be sustainable. So at the moment, looking at the last 6 weeks, I'm thinking sustainable. If the game keeps providing me things like recycled blueprints and things that I can sell for markup that got a considerable profit on them. As you can see, like if you look at the amount I'm buying too, the buy list is actually quite slim in the last month. I haven't really bought a lot. I have bought a bit, but you know, it's probably not as much as a normal month. But you know, you got to buy and sell. Sometimes we got to buy stuff, so you can't really get out of that. And yeah, so we've had one person who has completed their payout cycle. One of the investment clients has been replaced by other people. He is now exited out of the system. We've got another client exiting out of the system on the 16th, I believe, or the 17th. And they have been replaced. So we are still sitting at our full investment capacity. And replacements are easy come, easy go. Although, if anyone does pull out, you will wait that 2 months. It's as simple as that. Alright, so, look, there's no need to make this video extra long. It's the same as it has been every other month. The new system of 15% payout a year is working. That's what I guess the main thing I want to point out. And it is looking like it's going to be sustainable if the game continues on the path it's continuing. The ELM guns and stuff will eventually fade off. The reason there's a big influx is a lot of people finished off their EM1 and Longtooth missions, the sample taking missions, and they let you choose a gun. So people are choosing obviously the higher end guns. I mean, why wouldn't you? They're worth more money. But soon all those missions will be done. The guns, those type of guns will start fading off, and then we'll be back to people buying our guns again. But it doesn't matter. We've got all bases covered. We've got component sales, we've got gun amp sales, and we've got ore sales. So we've got pretty much every aspect covered. Listerium's at a record. I'm selling Listerium at 105 to 107% on a daily basis. So, you know, things like going out and wave mining is very, very profitable, because even the dirt you're mining up's worth money. So they've done well. They've done well. All right, I'm going to end the video there. It's the third today in my country. Approach me for payout on the 5th, as per normal. If you're rolling, let Lady know, of course. And I will catch you at the end of next month.